everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've got some exciting stuff for you today. It's been a minute, I haven't really updated you, and what we have is we have a painted 930. That's right, it's actually been painted twice. We had a little mishap with the color, had to go back and get repainted. So it is back, it is painted. I've got the engine and trans stabbed in with some help from my friends Josh, Dave, Travis, Justin. We stabbed the engine and trans in, and there's a lot to finish up there. We also have a new warm-up regulator, adjustable. I got it from Rarely Late. Brian Bobart, real nice guy, good stuff. Also have a modified fuel head for the fuel distributor. The reason I did that, and I'll show you a little bit of it here in just a second. The reason I had to do that is because the engine's out of an 86, the car is a 79. Well, the 86 had the Lambda and had all the electronics for the oxygen sensor and everything else. Missing some of the parts. I didn't really want to run that. I felt like it was going to be a real nightmare. I was missing some relays that are pretty much unobtainable. So we went back and we made it pretty much a Euro setup. So we got a lot of that to do, and we're going to check that out. I'll walk you through it a little bit, show you where the car is at. Seats are back from being upholstered. A little mishap there. They have to go back. You know, it's going to be one of those back and forth. When you're building a car, things don't always go streamlined. You have to adjust, and that's what we're going to do. So let me take you off the tripod, walk you around, and show you a little bit of the car. All right, we're off the tripod, so here it is. There she is. Sorry, I got so much junk just sitting around the garage here. So there she is. Isn't she pretty? Oh. Anyway, still trying to figure out a wheel color. I'll show you. I painted that. I'll show you here in a minute. Let's go back and talk about what I've done here. Now, here's the adjustable warm-up regulator. There is the rebuilt, modified fuel head. Now, I'm new to this stuff. When I took it apart, it only had crush washers on one side. I thought it was a little weird on your banjos, only having a crush washer on one side. So, I have some more. We're going to take that apart. You know, I got a lot of things to work through here. This is a big learning curve for me. Now, the intercooler, I'd actually talked to a couple people, and I guess this was an old school trick before they were making all the, you know, FabSpeed was making their stuff, or, you know, it's kind of old school, get some more airflow, keep things cooler trick. Hey, if it works, it works, right? Might not be pretty, but if it works, we're good with it. Still have to button things up here. You can kind of see I got a new, let me get a light. Haha, there we go. All right, let's actually jump in here and see what we have. So you can see right there, that is a rebuilt CDI. I've got everything plugged in other than the fuel lines aren't really hooked up. And a little better view of all that. You know, I'm still pretty nervous about this. This is a lot of money, and, you know, I'm going to be quite frank. I've spent the budget for this car. It's blown. Hopefully I have everything. I'm sure there's things that are going to come up. One thing underneath the car that has come up is the transmission I bought from DC Automotive. They removed the clutch, clutch release lever, and all the associated, the Omega spring and everything else. And then they want to charge me another $700 or $800 for that stuff. So, you know, a little less than pleased about that. When you spend $6,000 on a transmission, and they hit you up for something like that, it kind of pisses you off. But I digress. Moving on. Look at that. Look at them hips. All right. Let's move around to the front. Oh, my. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I come out here, I sit and I drink a beer and I look at these hips, and it's just beautiful. I've got a lot of this cleaned up. Still need to order my fuel tank. Got some stuff to clean this up a little more. I'm not going overboard. Again, not a show car. It's a driver. I have to do a little bit of rust remediation on this dash. It needs some help. You know, I guess it just had a lot of moisture, which is crazy because the car isn't rusty anywhere else. Not real sure what happened there. We got to put a new headliner in it. And there's the seats. So there's two problems with the seats. The leather, the stitching looks great. They're a little loose. So we're going to tighten some of that up and make them look a little less seat cover-ish. You know what I mean? They also don't match the door panels. So all that stuff, all my pieces there, all the pieces of leather go to the pillar. They all have to go to be dyed to match the seats. You can see the rear seat. It came out pretty awesome. Actually, the rear seats came out great, so we're going to try to tighten the front seats up to make them look as good as the rears. When I say we, I mean them. I'm not an upholsterer. I'm just a guy that's going to critique work. This is a fuel rod that I didn't realize that I needed. This goes down to your transmission. There's a little, little cam on there that has places to attach, and then this goes up to your, to the back of your throttle body there. So I didn't have that. I had to order it. Probably not going to be fun to put in. Let's see. Sticky tires. I got two more coming. These came from Tire Rack. So we have Advan AO52s. From what I understand, about 4,000 miles of wear. I mean, probably going to take a minute to put 4,000 miles on this car for me. Not going to drive it in bad weather or anything like that. So I think we're going to be okay. Even if it's every 2 years, whatever.
My other microphone's died, so we're back to the regular microphone. So where we left off, though, was, I'm curious, what wheel color do you think I should go with? Think I should go with satin black or something to match the interior? This is what I've got so far. It's really blue, maybe a little too blue. On the original wheels, you can see it has a little bit of a hint of blue in there. So drop comments, let me know what you think. I'm not really a fan. I painted the wheel bronze, didn't like it too much. What have I been doing? Well, I got this stuff from Sierra Madre, by the way. I think we might have talked about that already. Anyway, so what I've been doing in the meantime, while my audio was down and charging, and I've been figuring that out, put stickers on the car, on the 914, because, well, it's a race car now. So we'll add a lot of stickers. The paint is not so great, so I thought I'd take this opportunity and go ahead and put stickers on it. So all the stuff is painted, ready to be reassembled. I've been waiting on the seals over there. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at right now. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you back in for more stuff here real soon. I need to get this thing running. That's hopefully going to be the next video I get to bring you, is a running video. So check back soon. Thank you everybody for being here. And let me know if you have any questions, comments, constructive criticism. Oh, by the way, one more thing. Oil lines are on the way, so we can get that. That's kind of what's holding us up on trying to start it, that and the lack of a fuel tank. The other fuel tank was really nasty, so I need to go through the pumps. Front and rear, it's got two pumps. Need to go through those, check my fuel lines, oil lines, because we need to make sure we have a functioning oil system in this thing before I ever go trying to crank it over or anything like that. So thanks for checking in. We will see you next time.